and feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Okay, back again. They took a little 10-minute break here, or about 10. I don't think actually it was 10 minutes. I think it was shorter than that. But Lander will now practice punting to the Cody returner. And there's the big punt up in the air, bounces at the 25, and it's going to go all the way down to about the 2-yard line. And punting this year for Lander, let's see, that's 36, 34. Okay, punting for the Lander Tigers.
Braden Baker.
Braden Baker, yep, Braden is the punter. Now, Lander will go in deep punt formation, and Cody will kick to Lander. This is a scheduled scrimmage, so each team knows what they're going to do at each part of the game. So the Cody will now punt to Lander. And, of course, Lander only has a couple of players who are back to receive, and that's Finn McFadden. And also back there is Parker Burton. So the Lander folks are back at the 20-yard line waiting for the Cody offense to come out, and they will kick the ball away. So Cody will be kicking, and let's see if we can spot who that player is out there.
Number 7.
Yeah, I think it's number 7. Nice punt. And it goes to the 20-yard line and fumbled right away. Finn McFadden dropped the ball. And the punter was Maddox Ball. Well, so now each team is punted to each other, so we kind of know what that's going to look like. And the Lander receivers got to hold on to the ball, don't they, Sarah?
Yep. Yes, they do.
Okay, so we've had that, and now we're going to go to a 10-minute running clock. And the C teams will have their last reps. Lander will get 6 plays, and Cody will get 6 plays. And then they will have kind of a real quarter coming up here in the fourth quarter. So Cody will have the ball here. The Cody C team. They'll be down at the 20-yard line going towards the Lander zone. So they'll get 6 opportunities here. Cody's on defense. Lander is on offense. I think I had that turned around. So Lander puts one man in motion. Quarterback rolls out to his right side, looking, throws it across the court top for a first
Finn
down.
McFadden caught that one.
That was, let's see, let me go over here. That was
Finn.
Paxton Hollinghead to Finn McFadden.
That was
good.
Eagle eye there, yeah.
Well, he threw across the field, too. That's something you usually want to avoid. But that time, McFadden was open. He has good hands. Twin receivers off to the left, single off to the right, 2 men in the backfield. Hollingshead gets the snap. Quick pass, caught on the near side.
Barrett Moffitt caught that one.
Yeah,
Way to
Barrett
go,
Moffitt.
Barrett.
Yeah. So it's a nice gain. It's going to go about 7 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2, maybe 8-yard gain on that play. We do have a running clock. It's 8:44 now in this timed period. 10-minute running clock. No kicks in this segment. So Lander, same format now. Single receivers on each side, 1 man in the slot. Handoff goes up the middle. Running play stuffed right away. And Lander on that time, Caleb Larvey, actually didn't make any yardage. No gain at all. Good handoff, but that Cody front defensive line had that covered very well, and he wasn't able to go beyond the line of scrimmage. So now same play. Receivers wide on each side, 1 man in the slot, 2 men in the backfield. Hollingshead takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and about 5 yards is the gain on the play. And coming up off the bottom of that stack, I think again, yeah, that's going to be Caleb Larvey again. So Larvey stuffs on his first play and then makes about 5 or 6 yards on the second play. Clock moving at 7.5 minutes to go in this portion of the scrimmage. Tigers get the signal from their coach, Jim Burton. Hollingshead in the gun, rolls to his right side, passes caught to Larvey. First down all the way across midfield, down to the 47-yard line in Cody territory. So that was a nice rollout that time by Hollingshead, and Larvey was right there for the catch. He's a good running back, Sarah, and also a good pass receiver.
Yeah, he sure is. He's takes a lot of guts to just try to run through the center of all those guys.
Well, that's why you hope your offensive line is doing their job, so there's a hole for you to run through.
Yeah, it is.
Back in the gun, fake the handoff, pass on the near side, knocked away. Oh, a nice play that time by the Cody Bronx, and that's Colton Campbell, knocked that one away. Otherwise, Burton would have had that for a nice gain. Knocked away just the right instant. 6:20 to go here in this portion of the scrimmage. Lander has the ball. They're at the 49-yard line in Cody territory. 2 receivers right, 1 left, 1 man in the slot, 1 man in the backfield. Long pass downfield, in and out of the hands of Finn McFadden. And a nice defensive play that time by Jerome Bardell, or Berdall. Jerome Bardell.
Well, Finn might be on the offense right now, but he landed real hard on that Bronco player.
That's why you wear your pads, you know.
Yep.
Clock still moving, 5.5 minutes to go. 10-minute clock here. Lander has 3rd and 10 to go now. Same format, only 1 on the right, 3 on the left. And the pass goes behind the player behind Barrett Moffitt. He was open, but the pass went behind him, incomplete. Lander right at the 49 of Cody. 4th down play coming up, Sarah.
These guys are anxious to move that ball down the field here. I can feel it.
Yeah, and they're yelling out a play, Barry. So let's see what Barry play is here. Hollingshead back in the gun. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, receivers. Back to pass, drops straight back, unloads the pass, caught and dropped. Oh, that was a nice attempt that time by McFadden. Pass was just a little bit low. He had to go to the ground to try to get that, and it bounced right off his chest and out of bounds. So we have a stoppage on the play, and that was a 4th down play. So Lander's defense will go out, and Cody's offense will come on the field, and let's see if we can listen to this.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Okay, Cody will have the football right now. Lander will be on defense. Here's the pass, and it goes complete. And that's Maddox's ball over to Trey Smith. And it's 12 yards on the gain, a 1st down for Cody. They go right back in action at the 41-yard line of Lander. Ball with a handoff, straight up the middle it goes to Decker Spencer. Spencer, the ball carrier, and they go right back to the line of scrimmage. A hurry-up offense here by Cody. Back to pass on the near side. Only 1 defender out there, and he gets right by him. That is Chase Hatch with the reception. Good for the 1st down. Goes all the way down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Maddox Ball, the quarterback for the Cody Bronx. He's a tall lad. He's 6 foot. 6'5". Here's a running play straight up the middle. Good yardage, 1st down to the 16-yard line.
They wasted no time with that.
You know, they're running the ball very fast. Spencer Decker. And there's going to be a timeout on the field right now. So let's go back and see if we can get a different ad here.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Okay, back again at Lander. We still have a timeout on the field, 3:02 to go here. And this is going to be, I think we're calling this the 3rd quarter in the scrimmage.
So, Ernie, you mentioned this before, but we've got some interesting helmets for our Tiger guys this season. Is that something new, or what's the story behind that?
These are protective helmets. These are the padded helmet. It's a pad that you slip over the top of the helmet. It's to prevent concussions.
Okay.
So the Lander Tiger emblem is underneath those. Cody is not wearing protective helmets tonight. Here's ball with a handoff, and it goes to the right-hand side, picks up a few yards down to the 10-yard line, and that running the ball was Owen Peterson.
Cody West for the Tigers took him down.
And now, nice defensive play there by West. Back to pass, caught, and nowhere to go. That was Chase Hatch. And I tell you what, Finn McFadden was right there for the defensive stop. I mean, they didn't go an inch on that play. Finn had that one read right away.
He sure did.
Second down now. Here's a running play up the middle. Owen Peterson, touchdown. That will be the third touchdown for Cody in this scrimmage. Lander has 2. And there's 2:12 left, so Lander will get a chance to run the ball again. This is a formatted scrimmage for the Tigers and the Broncs. So they each get a special number of plays. So each of their offensive and defensive units can look at different scenarios.
Just over 2 minutes on the clock here for Lander on offense. We'll see where we go with that.
Yeah, they should get another opportunity here. Cody's already had theirs, so Lander is back in the huddle. And they'll get ready to go here. They get 6 plays. And then after we finish these 6 plays, then we go to a goal line scenario. All right. Paxton Hollingshead, the quarterback. 2 men in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Larvey. The ball was, that was a quick handoff, wasn't it? And Larvey lost his helmet on that play. Actually, that wasn't Larvey. That was Braden Baker. My apologies. Baker carries it up to the 24-yard line, gain of 4, 2nd and 6. 1:47 to go in this scrimmage. In this timed scrimmage, Cody has 6, Lander has nothing on the scoreboard. Lander would love to come and tie it up here with just a minute and a half to go. It is a running clock. Hollingshead calls out the play. Everyone's in tight. There's the snap, handoff right up the middle. Larvey has it up 4 or 5 yards. And he's down at the 28-yard line. Nice gain by Larvey. 70 seconds left in this segment of the scrimmage. Lander sends a bunch of new players in. And the play comes in. Here we go. Coming in now for the Tigers is Cody West. West is a running back in the backfield. Okay, here we go. Hollingshead is back in the shotgun. He's only run shotgun plays this evening. There's the snap back. Handoff goes to West, and he powers his way to a first down. Across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Nice carry by West.
Yes.
His first touch of the game of the ball this afternoon. Just 20 seconds left in this period. In this 10-minute period here. Lander saunters up to the line of scrimmage. Not in a big hurry here.
Yeah.
Twin receivers on each side. Back to pass. Hollingshead down field, and it's incomplete, and there goes the 10-minute horn. And intended to receive that pass that time was Darian Herford. Okay, so now, according to the schedule here, we're going to go to a goal line varsity. So let's see what we do here. Let's see if they're following the scripts here. Well, what do you think? You haven't been to a high school game in a while.
Oh, I haven't. Well, last season I went to a few games. But yeah, it has been a while. And a lot of times I'm behind the camera lens, so I'm definitely not the commentary gal, but it's very interesting to be taking such a close look and to be watching, these teams really sort through some strategy on the ground here. It gives us a real preview as to what's to come here this season.
Okay, I see what they're doing now. Lander got their 6 plays. Now Cody gets 6 plays with a 10-minute running clock. So let's see what they go. Both teams are huddling around their respective coaches. Of course, Lander's coaching team is Jim Burton, John Rounds, Curtis Moffitt, Seth Conine, and Richard Atnep. Same coaches we had last year. Of course, John Rounds used to be a head coach here about 3 or 4 coaches ago. He also runs the Family and Computer and Consumer Science program at Lander Valley High School. Okay, here come the Broncs out in a big hurry here. And let's see what they can do. They've got a 10-minute running clock now for their portion of the scrimmage. And there's the handoff, goes on there. Well, Lander's got the ball again. I must be reading my script wrong because that was Nathan Leafgreen carrying the football for Lander. Oh, this is the C team. I beg your pardon. They handed me a script, and I've been trying to keep track of it, but it appears that I might have skipped a step or two. So this is the Lander C team. It's 2nd and 5. Played 30 seconds of this 10-minute portion of the scrimmage. We're not taking stats today because it's a scrimmage and a lot of different players in and out. Coaches just like this to see see how their players have. Oh, there's a bad snap from center. It's recovered by Cody at the 8-yard line. Boy, that was almost like a punt that went so high up in the air. They must be having a new center there.
We've revved up the gas a little too high on those there.
Yeah, that was just a huge, boy, it went straight up in the air, and Cody got the recovery, but Lander still will have opportunities to make some plays here. Some plays on defense. Quarterback is going to be Destin Peterson, I think, when Cody comes back out. Lander still has the ball. They get it for a certain number of plays, so even though that was a fumble, Lander still has possession. Here comes the guy without the number. Actually, I think he does have a number on there, but it's a dark green jersey with dark green lettering. I don't think I can read that from here. Okay, the Tigers come out. It's going to be their opportunity now. Here's the snap and the handoff. And Cody was in the backfield before the handoff got going. So that not a good gain there. Somebody on the line missed an assignment because that Cody defensive player was in there just as the handoff was happening. Great defensive play, though.
Yeah. Well, these guys are getting homework assignments from this scrimmage here to get to work on for the regular season.
I have to double check and see who the Lander quarterback is. Okay, Lander quarterback is.
And he's got his binoculars out.
Yeah, Lander quarterback is Garrett Romer. Back to pass. Romer caught at the 20-yard line. Nice pass reception. No, they say he dropped the ball. Incomplete. And that was a cash chance with that. Almost. I thought he had it, but apparently he dropped the ball.
Yeah, it sure looked like he had it solidly there, but.
That does happen, so. All right, these are the last reps for the C team. Lander has it now. I see where I screwed up with the format here. I was right on the mark, but just ahead of myself. So I wasn't right on the mark. Here's Romer, the quarterback, takes 4 or 5 steps back, rolls back, and is sacked back at the 7-yard line. Boy, coming back and doing the damage there for the Cody Bronx was Damian McCall. So Lander sends some new players out there. They ran their 6 plays. Now Cody gets to do the same thing if I'm following the script correctly. Yep, Lander is now on defense. So Cody will come out on offense here. Beautiful evening in Lander. When we got here, it was hotter than you know what.
Yeah.
Wow, it was hot. Of course, you know, the bleachers here at Lander are west-facing, so the sun right into your eyes. And, of course, these are aluminum bleachers, so they heat up pretty well.
Yeah, it's a hot one tonight, but it's cooling off, and there's a little tiny whisper of a breeze picking up here. So
yeah, there certainly is. Flags not moving very much, but they are kind of wiggling out there. They're almost limp on the flagpole. Okay, Cody comes out. They've got a new quarterback. This is a short young man. Let me see if I can get his name. It's number 9, and he hands it off, and that is Colton Campbell. Colton Campbell, the quarterback, is a 5'6", 110-pound freshman. And I tell you, he handed it off that time, and roaring down the field was Griffin Mortensen. He picked up a first down. Quarterback stops, rolls. New quarterback now. There's another pass. That was Nathaniel Pryor, the quarterback. And there was a completed pass, good for 5 yards. Cody is an up-tempo team. So as soon as the play's over, they go right back to the line of scrimmage, and they're ready to go. They've already got the plays called. Here's the snap. One man in motion off to the right side. Quarterback keeper goes just about a yard. Great defense by Lander. And powering in there and getting that stop for Lander is Everett Copeland. Here's the snap. Handoff, Cody, first down and more across the 50 into Lander territory, 48.
that was like a slow motion tackle there that went on for a few yards.
Yes, it did. Back again. Here's the pass caught downfield, one man to beat, and he caught him down at the 30-yard line. Pass play good for 19 yards. Cody with a first down in the scrimmage here tonight from Lander. Cody comes back out. See who their quarterback's going to be this time. Number 15, I think it is. Cannon Grant, the quarterback now. Nope, I'm mistaken. Not him. Here's a long pass down court, and it's broken up by Lander. What a great play by the Tigers. And breaking that play up for Lander was number 14, Zach Fixter.
He sure fixed her.
Yeah, he certainly did. And that quarterback, Wade Bauer, for the Cody Bronx. That was a great defensive play. It was, I mean, there were only two guys that could get the ball, and Fixter was right there and knocked it away.
He sure did.
Okay, so that was the 6 plays there for Lander, and Tigers are coming out now. Stay on defense, I think. We're going to do the goal line business here, I believe. That's what the schedule says, but Lander's back at the 15. Not quite the goal line. Cody huddling on the far side. And now the Bronx come out. Okay, they're going to go at the 10-yard line. Lander, they say goal line here, but I guess that means they'll start from the 10. So Lander gets 4 plays, then Cody gets 4 plays. So we're right here at this. They're at the 10-yard line. Okay, 4 plays now for Lander to try to get to the end zone. All right, under center now is Hollingshead. First time he's been under center. Rolls far to his right side, looking to throw it, but he dives toward the end zone, knocked out of bounds at about the 2. Yeah, nice play. Sure looked, had me faked there. I thought he was certainly going to pass, then he cut up field. Nice play by Hollingshead. It's at the 2-yard line. Well, you know, when you have an effective passing game, and Landers had a good passing game today.
Yeah.
That sets up the run, and that time they thought it was going to be a pass, but he just cut inside. They caught him at the 2. Under center again is Hollingshead. 3 men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Larvey. Touchdown. So Lander gets in the end zone, and they score on their attempts from the 10-yard line. They do not go for an extra point in this scrimmage.
So if we were keeping score here, Ernie, where would we be?
Well, Cody has scored 3 times and Lander twice. So it would be like 20 to 12 right now. 20 to 12. No, 3 times is 18. 18 to 12 if we were keeping score. Cody scored 3 times, Lander has scored twice. Well, which is pretty good for the Tigers against this defending state championship finalist team.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, Hollingshead is still under center. They're going to go again for their full allotment of plays here. Hollingshead straight on the near side, caught and dropped for the Tigers is Howard Johnson Baker. He lost a couple of yards on that play. Wholesale substitutions coming in now. Coaches are trying to get a look at all their players to see how they're going to be doing and playing in real life. And that happens for the Tigers next week. The Tigers' first 2 regular season games are going to be on the road. They'll play Powell next weekend, and then, they'll play Green River next weekend, and then on the road to Powell in 2 weeks. So the Tigers will go over South Pass next week down to Green River. Hollingshead now in the gun. Long handoff, and he barely got the handoff away. And that was Larvey. And
oof. That was a hard hit there.
Yeah, hard hit, and the ball popped out. But, of course, it could not be returned. It's just a scrimmage. So now Lander goes on defense, and Cody gets their 6 plays. So Cody will have the opportunity now from the 10-yard line. This is the varsity team. They're back at the 10. They'll get 4 plays here, just like Lander had. Not a clock, of course, running, and we're doing pretty well. This game started at 5. We've gone just 90 minutes, 6:30 right now. So the scrimmage, Sarah?
Yeah, these folks with the umbrellas out here have the right idea. So,
well, we used one last year when it was raining, but that's a good idea for sunshine.
A hot tip for the Bill Bush Stadium folks.
Ball Maddox hands the ball off in the backfield. Running it now is Grady McCartan, and he gets into the end zone. So that will be the 4th score of this total scrimmage, each with a different scenario. So in this particular scenario, it's Lander 1 touchdown and Cody 1 touchdown. So Cody, they get a couple more plays here. And the quarterback, Maddox Ball, is joined in the backfield by Chase Hatch. Here's a pass, long pass, way too long out of the play. And that was a good idea. Paul was just throwing a little bit too hard.
Looks like McFadden was the one playing interference there on that play. And
yeah, good for him. And the intended receiver was Cash McFadden. So McFadden on McFadden for that defensive play.
Lander prevailed, folks.
Yeah. Back, big rush, pass incomplete. Threw it to the legs at the 5-yard line. And that pass was going to Wade Bauer, and it just hit his knee and bounced away. So not good. Maddox ball back up to the line of scrimmage. He's in the gun, looking for a play call. Here comes the signal in from the coach. Timeout call. Whoa, the coach didn't like whatever they had set up there.
Yeah, he was a bit riled up there.
I could hear him yelling timeout from here. So we've got a little bit of a timeout. Lander scored once on this 4-play series, and Cody has not scored. So Lander has the upper hand in this goal line, starting from the 10-yard line. So that's good news for the Tigers. They're playing much better this year in the scrimmage than we did last year. Tigers came close to beating Green River. They lost 15-14 to Green River last year, and that was the closest they came to victory. Although against their cross-county rivals, they did have a touchdown lead at 2 times in the game before Riverton came away with that big win. Okay, Maddox ball. Back. It's a 4th down play. Pass in the end zone. Oh, nice play. Touchdown. Oh, that was a nice play. He was bobbling it on the way down, but he certainly caught that ball. And, of course, they all go around him. I didn't catch his number there. But that was a nice play in the end zone. He bobbled it and then brought it down. So that will end the goal line plays. And now we should have a 10-minute running clock with the varsity teams getting 10 minutes each and only 1 touchdown each. So if you score once in your 10 minutes, then that's it. You can't score again, according to the script that we have here. Nice smoky night in Lander. Very smoky here in Lander.
Yeah, this may make for a beautiful sunset tonight.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a nice orange one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Wind River Mountains have come into view again. The smoke was a lot thicker here 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to thin out a little bit. I was up on Togay Pass yesterday, and it wasn't smoky up there at all, but because of all the other fires burning, the Grand Tetons were somewhat obscured by the smoke.
I believe it.
But Jackson, downtown Jackson, and at the Central Wyoming College new campus site, it was beautiful, sunny, warm. Great turnout for that.
Yeah, you were down there for the groundbreaking, right, Ernie?
Yes, and we actually did have to break ground. It was CWC bought 2 acres of land, and it's just west of Jackson Hole High School, and of course it was still in pasture. So when we had the groundbreaking, we actually had to break the ground. It was tough. It was like sod. You had to dig the grass up, but. That's where the new Central Wyoming College campus in Jackson is going to be, right just west of Jackson Hole High School.
Well, that is exciting. So many young folks have more options now. CWC obviously caters so much to what our young people need, what our workforce needs, and so it's really great to see them expand in that way.
Yeah, this facility is going to be a 20,000-foot facility, and we'll have a lot of classrooms in there, and one room that will be divided by one of those movable dividers, so we can have a community room in there too. So
that's great. That's great to hear.
It'll be great because the teams or the folks in Jackson now have a greater opportunity. Right now, the only classroom is in the Jackson Hole Center for the Arts. Okay, here's a punting team, and here's the punt. Goes to Lander at the 34-yard line, where it's immediately down. That was Parker Burton, I'm sorry, with a catch on that. Cody kicks to Lander. Now Lander will kick to Cody. And then we'll go to the fourth quarter with a 10-minute running clock. So now Lander gets the kick. This is a scrimmage here tonight in Lander. And, you know, from what I've seen of the Tigers so far, this is a much improved team from last year. I mean, they've been playing pretty steady with Cody, one of the top-rated teams in the state. And, of course, this is a scrimmage, but Lander's doing very well in this scrimmage. Okay, here's the Lander punt now to Cody. Here's the punt, high, end-over-ender. Boy, it's a long one.
Yeah.
Bobbled, and it picked up at the 7-yard line. That was a very good punt, and that was Braden Baker, the punter for Lander. Okay. Now, according to the script that we have, Lander's punted and Cody is punted. Now we go to a 10-minute fourth quarter. The clock will be a running clock. It'll only stop on change of possession or a touchdown only. A score or a turnover will end a position, and the other team will then take over at the 25. So they start at the 25. Cody will be on offense first. And they'll have the 10-minute running clock. Well, after that sun went behind some of that smoky sky, it kind of cooled down here. It's actually kind of pleasant right now.
Yeah, just the tiniest bit of relief. Here we go.
Ball Maddox, the quarterback, into the end zone, incomplete. Went right through his hands. Well, that could have stopped the possession right there, and that was Jaron Berdahl on that reception, on near reception. He dropped it. So they'll have a second down now. Maddox, the senior, 6'5", 200 pounds. He's one of the taller guys out there. Here's a handoff, goes straight up the middle, missed tackle, but carrying the ball is Owen Peterson. And he's going to get about three yards on the play. It'll be a third down for the Broncs. They're at the Lander 27-yard line. Here's the fake handoff. Pass on the near side is caught on a slant. Oh, great pass play by Cody. And looks like Cash McFadden, or I'm sorry, Colton Campbell on the receiver, and it's short by 1 yard of a first down. So Cody's going to call timeout. And we'll go on with the scrimmage. Of course, this is a scripted scrimmage here tonight. Riverton Wolverines will be playing on up in Powell. And, of course, that will be here in another 22 minutes. Their kickoff's at 7 o'clock. Or, I'm sorry, at 6 o'clock. So they've already kicked off. Haven't heard a word from Kevin up in Powell, so apparently there's no score yet in that game, Powell and Riverton. Powell comes in, I think, ranked second, and Riverton's ranked fifth. I don't know how you can do those rankings before you even play a game, because you have absolutely no idea what teams are going to be like. People are thinking about what last year's team was like. And that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, you got to crystal ball it sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, 4th and 1 for Cody. Receivers split out, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 man in the slot. Now they stop the play and start over again. Ball is in the shotgun. 1 man in motion to the left. Ball keeps it. Good play. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. No, he stopped at the 1 yard line. That was a really good fake that time by Maddox Ball. Well, Lander's defense better get out there. And they do, and there's the handoff, touchdown, Cody. So that will be a change of possession now, and Lander will get it. They don't do extra points in this scrimmage, so it'll go 6-0 in favor of Cody with 8:34 to go in the 10-minute time scrimmage. Okay, here we go. Cody is going for the extra point. They're going to try to kick it. And that is that 32 out there? I can't tell.
Yeah, hard to say.
And the kick is good. Oh, it's 82. 82, and that would be, I don't have an 82, so I must be wrong there. Well, this is a scrimmage. I don't know if they're wearing the right uniforms or not. I hope they're wearing the right uniforms. Otherwise, been calling the guys' names wrong all game long. But I think we're pretty close there. Now Lander gets their opportunity. 8:30 to go in this 10-minute time scrimmage. Cody defense comes out. Lander offense huddling. Paxton Hollingshead will be the quarterback for the Tigers. Paxton breaks the huddle, brings him up to the line. Finn McFadden split out wide to the right side. 2 receivers on the left. 2 men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Larvey. And Larvey gets down close to the 22-yard line, 3 or 4 yard gain there. And they call his knee down after a 2 yard gain, so he's 2nd and 8. Landon Jones split out wide to the left side. Finn McFadden split out wide to the right. In the gun, pass downfield is caught at the 20-yard line by McFadden. And that'll be a gain on the play of 3 yards. And it'll be 3rd down for Lander. 7:20 to go here in this 10-minute timed scrimmage.
Yeah, that throw went about across the whole field. It was just the
good toss.
Opposite direction. Yeah. Nice connection there.
Okay, Tigers come back up to the line. McFadden and Braden Baker in the backfield. Back to pass. There's a pass on the far side. Caught at the 1st down marker, maybe a bit short. But that was Landon Jones with that catch. They're going to mark him a yard short of the 1st down. 6:40 to go in this 10-minute timed scrimmage. So Tigers send a bunch of new players in. McFadden will be in the backfield. Oh, they're going to try a field goal. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Tigers are going to try a field goal. It'll be from the 24. It'll be a 34-yard field goal attempt. There's the kick. The place is up. Kick is long enough, and it is good. And that is a 28. Is that what I see out there? 25, 28. So that kick made good. I don't have a 28 on the roster, do I? No, I don't have a 28 on either roster that we have here. We have the freshman roster and the Tiger roster. That was 28, wasn't it?
That's what I thought.
I sure thought it was. If it was 25, it would have been Cole Espinoza, but I thought it was 28. But anyway, the kick is good, so it's Tigers have scored 3 points, and there's 6 minutes left in this 10-minute period. So each team has scored once. Cody a touchdown, Lander a field goal. You know, that field goal would have been good from 44 yards. That was a big, strong.
Yeah, it was.
That was a big, strong kick.
I think maybe that was Caleb Andrews, kicker.
Might have been. Well, the sun's still in our eyes here. Cody's run goes right up the middle for about 5 yards, and the Cody quarterback right now in this scrimmage remains Maddox Ball. 6'5" young man. There's a handoff. Incomplete. A handoff. That should have fed. It's a pass. And it was incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down now and 5 yards to go. 3rd and 5. 5 minutes to go in this 10-minute scrimmage period. There's a keeper by Ball, and he makes a good yardage, makes the cut to the end zone, touchdown, Cody. Boy, I tell you what, for a kid who's 6'5", he can really pick him up and put him down, can't he?
Yeah, he's tight on his feet.
Yeah, he sure is. So Cody has scored 2 touchdowns in this drive. Of course, they only started at the 20-yard line, so didn't have that far to go. Now the extra point attempt, they're going to go for 1 or 2. Maddox is Maddox Ball looking at the sideline. They're going to go for 2, it looks like. They're not getting anything in for a kicker, so. Here's the pass, big rush, caught in the end zone. That was a nice pass, all alone. There was no defender there. That was Karsten Schlenker. Karsten Schlenker with that reception. So 2 touchdowns for Cody and a field goal for Lander in 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this 10-minute scrimmage play. Lander will start now from the 25. So each team gets to run some pretty good plays here, and of course they set it up so you don't have to go all the way down the field. You start at the 25-yard line. So it'll be Lander's turn when play resumes. Yeah, it's cooled down now. Not as many umbrellas out to shield people, to shade people from the sun. I mentioned earlier in the scrimmage, there were a lot of folks from Cody who made the trip down here to Lander today. Of course, the game started at 5, and that'll give them plenty of time to grab some food and then head home and still get home at a decent hour.
Yeah.
They've changed all the starting times in Class 3A this year to 6 o'clock. So no more 7 o'clock starts. Here's Hollingshead running for his life. Moves over to the left side, throws, caught down at the 15-yard line. Nice play, and that was Barrett Moffitt who made that catch. So that was a really nice play. Moffitt had to do a spin move there to get out of the hands of that Cody defender. Then he took off. I thought he was going to run, and then he just uncorked it. Moffitt was wide open down at 15.
Yeah, that was thinking on their feet for sure.
Yeah. Okay, the play comes in. Howard Johnson Baker split out along with Finn McFadden on the right side. You got 2 guys over there on the left. 1 man in motion now is Finn McFadden. No, that was Parker Burton. Back to pass. Hollingshead rolls to his right-hand side, uncorks in the end zone, incomplete, knocked away. Nice defense that time by the Cody Bronx. I think that was Colton Weitz. Colton Weitz, number 8. Clock continues to move. You don't stop the clock here in a scrimmage. Ordinarily, if it was a game, an incomplete pass would result in a stop. So the Tigers have another down here from the 20-yard line, or 15-yard line, I beg your pardon. Hollingshead back in the gun, 2 men in the backfield. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Handoff goes to Larvey, straight up and down he goes, or is that Baker? 34 or 24. It's kind of hard to see the numbers in these uniforms, but I think that was actually Baker who made that run.
Yep.
Braden Baker. He was injured last year. He missed a lot of the season. He had a great start to the season, then got injured. Limping off the field now for the Tigers is Django Ferguson. Number 87. We didn't see a lot of Django last year, but he's in the mix here in this scrimmage. 2:02 to go. Cody has 2 touchdowns, and Lander has a field goal in this 10-minute period. Here's the handoff. Big hole up the middle inside the 5-yard line, or down to the 5. Nice run on the play, and that is Baker. No, I'm sorry, not Baker at all. Cody West. Cody West with the carry. He's had the ball a couple of times, Sarah.
Yeah.
Clock stops, minute 42. Lander will have a second down from the 6-yard line. The Tigers called timeout. Nice afternoon here in Lander. A lot of kids running around playing out behind the end zones. Got a whole group of them hanging out there on the north end zone.
Yeah, there's a lot of families out tonight for this first game of the fall in Lander.
Yeah. Still not a whole lot of breeze. Just I get a touch of breeze once in a while, but not much. Nothing like we have had out here in years past. Well, the 2 teams are huddling, and the officials are also huddling. They've got a script as well, and it looks like the referee is looking at his script right now as to what comes up next. This has been a 10-minute running clock with 1 timeout for each team. And Lander just took theirs with a second down at the 6-yard line. Hollingshead, the quarterback, hands it off to Baker. Baker powers his way for a couple of yards. And they're going to mark him down forward progress. Well, they say only the 5. Wow, I thought he went a little deeper downfield than that. So it'll be a third down, Sarah.
Yeah, they fighting for every inch down there, but so close.
So close.
Just over a minute on the clock here.
Yeah, what do they say? Close only counts in horseshoes. 1 minute to go here in this 10-minute period. Everyone's in tight for the Tigers. Full house look in the backfield. Handoff goes to the second man through, down to the goal line. Touchdown, Lander.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a nice drive that time. And let's see. Cody West got that touchdown. You know how the players come out and jump up in the air and hit each other?
Yes.
West got knocked to the ground that time.
And he turned it into a cartwheel. It was fabulous.
Into a cartwheel.
Yes.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Okay, Tigers have matched Cody with 2 scores, and now we're going to have a kick for the extra point. There's the snap, the kick. It's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good enough. And that was Finn McFadden with that extra point. So they're trying out a couple of different kickers here.
Yeah.
So the Tigers have scored twice, a field goal and a touchdown, and the Broncs have scored 2 touchdowns. So in this 10-minute period, and there's 46 seconds left in that. Well, you know, you couldn't ask for a better night except for all the smoke for a start of a high school football season here in Lander. This is one of the prettiest scenes in Wyoming high school football. You've got the foothills just to the west of the football field, then the Wind River Range looming up. I can see the Red Butte right here, right directly opposite us. That's right behind the foothills of Lander, Baldwin Creek, Squaw Creek area.
Yeah, some of that smoke is kind of faded. Oh, here we go.
All right. Long pass into the end zone, in and out of the hands of the receiver. And that would have been 21, Damian Sander. So an incomplete pass on first down. Quarterback still Maddox's ball. Down to 20 seconds. We might have time for another play. You got to get the football back, and they put it down at the 35-yard line. Got to hurry here, 10 seconds to go. Back to pass his ball. Boy, he's a lot of time. Throws it away on the far side. Had a player over there, but the pass was well in front of him. So that ends the 10-minute period. Lander had 2 scores in that period, a touchdown, an extra points, and a field goal. And that's going to be it. The teams are lining up to shake each other's hands. So,
well, that was quite a start
to
the season. They really have a lot of players out there on the field tonight who really shined. I think it's a great omen for what's to come for the Lander Tigers.
So Cody had 4 scores in the game. Lander had 3. Much better scrimmage result, I think, than anyone could have hoped for the Lander Tigers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was a good scrimmage against one of the state's best teams. Cody has been in the state championship game 3 years in a row. And they'd love to make it 4 years in a row this time.
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
The players shaking hands with each other. A couple of the players have come over and given high fives to the officials and pats on the back. And the teams are now heading to their respective post-game positions on the field. I think Cody's going to go back over to their sideline. There are a lot more players from Cody here than there are Lander. Let me tell you what, Cody's got, I didn't count them up here, but let's do that quickly. So we've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90 players, and they're all suited up.
That's quite a big team.
See you, Manny. Yeah.
That Cody's brought here to Lander too. So,
well, you know, when you have a successful program like they have at Cody, kids that come out for the team.
They do.
And they've got a good coaching staff. And tell you, we don't have any score coming in from Riverton yet.
You know, for those folks who want a little more insight or maybe just something to keep from tonight's game.
Yeah, look at the excitement downfield with the Lander Tigers.
We had our photographer Carl Cody down on the field tonight taking some incredible shots. So if you want to check those out, those will be in the Wednesday edition of the Lander Journal and the Ranger.
I tell you, the Lander Tigers put up a really good battle tonight against the Cody Bronx. Of course, we were starting each play from either the 10 or the 25 or the 35-yard line. So it really wasn't a real game, but in the head-to-head matchup, Lander did well against these state champion finalists, Cody Bronx. They've got a great program going up there in Cody. Mm-hmm. They always have had, and Cody's had the upper hand against Lander for almost their entire season. I tell you, it's Lander has had a few victories. Cody's been playing football for 103 years, and Lander's been playing football for 116 years. And in that time, Cody leads the all-time series 52-16-3. Lander's last victory came in September of 2005, 19 years ago. And as you mentioned earlier, Sarah, Lander walloped Cody at that game 52-0. But last year in Cody, the Bronx had the upper hand 56-2 against the Tigers. But I think the coach should be fairly happy with this scrimmage. You got a lot of players in, and we got to see a lot of different looks at different players at different positions, and we'll see if Coach Jim Burton is going to come up. He's meeting with his team now at the 50-yard line, and I tell you, the Tigers looked well tonight. They looked good.
They did. You can't ask for much better than what we've seen here tonight from the Tigers to play such a competitive team and to hold their own and really perform out on the field. I think that was really impressive. We've got a team to watch this season.
Yeah, we certainly do. And, of course, we are going in now to the Click It or Ticket post-game show. We didn't have 4 quarters, so I wanted to mention our sponsors this year. Next week we'll have a full game, full regular game, so our sponsors will have a chance. We have the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We have the Sutherland Home Improvement Center starting lineups. We have the United States Marine Corps halftime show. Then we have the Click It or Ticket post-game show with Wydot, and our player of the game that gets a free large pizza from Riverton's Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza at 1020 North Federal Boulevard. Thanks to Rick Paxton for that. So they are our player of the game tonight, sponsors. So we'll be able to give some of those pizzas away here when we have a full game. And Tigers are still listening to Coach Jim Burton. And we were hoping to get the coach up here, so we're just going to hang on just a little bit and see if the coach does come up. Of course, it was a 0-week game. You know, it's really pleasant to have a game end at 7 o'clock. 2-hour game, not too bad. So the Tigers played well. And I just did get a score. Thank you, Leanne Sanderson from Master Control. It is 0-0 in the Riverton game. So no score in the Riverton game. Of course, they got started at 6. So good defensive struggle. Coach Mark Lethart of the Wolverines has done a great job getting that squad both offensively and defensively minded. Coach Burton still down at midfield with his Lander Tigers. And now they're getting up, and I think he's looking this way, so maybe we'll get Coach Burton up here in just a moment. We're going to hang on just to see if he does come up for us. Tigers have been exhibiting a lot more spirited teamwork in this contest than we saw last year. Last year's team was not quite as spirited as what we've seen so far. So the Lander Tigers putting in a good scrimmage here tonight against the Cody Broncs. And we'll see if Coach Burton is going to come up. He's collecting the water bottles now. Getting a drink of water, not water bottles. Lander has 2 of these wheeled drinking fountains with a hose, and you can squirt the water in your mouth, and he just got a nice mouthful of water there. So and I'm not sure if Jim's going to come up or not, but we're going to hang on here for just a second. It was a great opportunity. Cody scoring 4 times in the game, Lander scoring 3 times in the game. One of Lander's scores was a field goal. All of Cody's scores were touchdowns. So good play. Good play today by the Lander Tigers. And the first 0-week game. Now the Tigers are going to be on the road for their next 2 games. Next Friday night, the Tigers will be down in Green River to play the Wolves at Green River Stadium. And then 2 weeks from tonight, they're going to be up at Powell to play the Panthers. So Lander's first 2 games are on the road this season. And that always, when you got road games to start, that always makes it a little hard on the team, because it's awful hard to win on the road in this team. Now, I want to talk about the conference lineup. There's been some changes in the conference this year. And let me just pull that sheet out right here. I've got it right here. In the Class 3A East team, Lander's in the 3A East. A new team in the conference this year is the Torrington Trailblazers. Torrington has joined the 3A East, along with Buffalo, Douglas, Rollins, and Riverton, and of course Lander Valley and the Torrington Trailblazers will be in that. The 2A West this year is comprised of Cokeville, Kemmerer, Lovell, Lyman, Mountain View, Pinedale, Thermopolis, and Worland. Worland and Thermopolis both went down in division this year. The 1A West 9-man is Big Piney, Grable, Rocky Mountain, Wind River, and Shoshone. And the 1A South 6-man conference this year is DuBois, Encampment, Farson Eden, HEM, which is Hannah, Elk Mountain, and Medicine Bow, and the Little Snake River Rattlers. Well, I don't think we're going to get the coach because I just saw him head into the locker room. So what we're going to do is call it a game. And we did just get an update, halftime at Powell, and there's no score in that game, the Wolverines and the Powell Panthers. So we'll ask you to tune in to wyotoday.com on Saturday for all the high school scores, and we'll have those for you. And my thanks to Sarah Elmquist Squires, our managing editor of the wyotoday.com media newspapers. What do you think of the game today, Sarah?
It was great, Ernie. Thanks so much for having me. It's been really fun, watching the guys play and just getting excited for what's to come this season. And I think it's going to be a good one. Things are looking up for the Tigers, and I'm real hopeful going ahead here.
Yeah, well, y'all are always welcome to come back. Next week, we'll have Austin Beckdas back as our normal assistant, color man, analyst with me on the broadcast from Green River. And Austin, of course, our new sports director, and he's been doing a pretty good job. Tell you what, we've had a great variety of stories in the Ranger and Lander Journal.
We sure have. Yep. We're real happy with Austin. He's highlighting so many of our talented young people here in Fremont County and beyond. So looking forward to having him back.
Yeah, that'll be great. So we have our first action on the high school football field in the books now. And we didn't keep any books, but Lander scored 3 times and Cody scored 4 times. That's not too bad for the first scrimmage of the season. And, of course, the whole idea was to find out what you've got and what plays work and which ones don't work and which kids perform the best. So we'll find out next week when we get into actual conference action against the Green River Wolves. So tell you what, that's going to do it today from Bill Bush Stadium at Lander Valley High School. On behalf of Sarah Elmquist Squires and Kirk Baxter, our on-site producer, and thanks to Leanne Sanderson, who was a very capable and able texter, keeping us informed on what was going on, and also running the program back for us. So that's it for tonight. Hope everyone has a safe drive home. And if you can't come to the games, you can listen to them right here on KFCW 93.1 in Riverton and watch the games and hear the audio on WYO Today YouTube. This is Ernie Over wishing you a pleasant good evening, and we'll see you next Friday night from Sweetwater County. Good night, all.